Hi, this is David Saville. Now, in honour of my exponential group coaching program beginning on the 1st of December, I'm going to be recording a series of videos for you, for anyone really, on how you can be exponential in your business and your life. There'll be a whole series of them over the next few weeks. So I'm going to break this down into different sections. So the first section is to do with assumptions. Assumptions you make that are keeping you on the linear track, where you think you have to follow the steps. So the first big assumption is that's what most people do. It's very common. You're looking around, your colleagues, people ahead of you, and even maybe people that you admire, your mentors, and you're like, yes, this is what they did, so that's the path I must take, and you can see, a linear step towards that. It makes sense, and probably you would get to their level of success if you were to follow that path. But it isn't going to be exponential. It's going to be, the normal path. If you want to create exponential growth where you can leap ahead and maybe smash all barriers of what's possible for you, then it's important to realize that actually the reverse is normally true. If most people have achieved success in a certain way, it's generally an indication that you need to do something completely different, even opposite to what they're doing. An example, if everyone in your industry is in a price battle where the fees are coming down, people are like undercutting each other, and it's cutthroat, right? If that's happening and you can see people earning less money, working harder for less money, right? And you look around, you're like, shit, I better keep my fees, at a fee that people can afford. That's normally an indication, actually, go higher. As long as your service is quality, by the way. I'm not saying to price yourself beyond your abilities. I'm saying to price yourself for what your service is worth. What it's truly worth, the power of your service, whatever that may be. So if if your service could be like a 5-10 grand service, but because of the price battle, it's more like 500 to $1,000 for what everyone's doing, I recommend keeping your fee high. Always make sure you can deliver, by the way. Know that you are fucking amazing at what you do. However, keep your fee high, hold out, and keep being out there at that fee, knowing that's your standard and you will not dip below that. Now, it will take you longer to get work, of course. However, the work you get will be more respected. It will be thought of in a different way. It will stand you out from the crowd like so fucking much. There's some study done about works of art in a gallery, and you've got these amazing painters and the original artwork, and then you've got copies. Now the copies are identical, you cannot tell the difference, but on one you've got the signature of the painter, and on the other you know it's a fake. People go in and they got them to measure the value. Every single time the one that had the signature of the original painter was perceived as more valuable. That may seem obvious, but that's obviously a very specific example, but it goes around the world. It goes around in everyday life. There's that phrase, isn't there? You get what you pay for. Now, even though it may look on the surface like it's the same service, people will not value it if you don't value it. So if you're caught up in this price battle with everybody else, and you're reducing your services and your fees, the quality and perception of your service will be reduced as well. And it does no one any good for that to happen. So if that's happening in your industry, time to set strong fees, to be bold, and to keep going out there and just keep delivering an amazing, impeccable service that's worthy of that fee. And you will find yourself, you don't have to chase anymore. People will start coming to you eventually. So that's just one specific example of an assumption that people make. Because everyone else does this, then I need to do this. No, because everyone else does this, you need to do something completely different. So what is that for you? Is it in the way that you're advertising? Is it in the way you're communicating with the agents, with the people you work with the managers, whoever it is that you sell your services to, the individuals, the customer, whatever that may be? What could you do that completely turns on its head anything you've done before? Go do that and notice what happens to your business. Take care.